Hi guys, this is DJP from SIM Podcast, and today on the show I want to talk about view the gens and the inside of SIM Learning Program. Basically, what we're going to be talking about is goals that you should set if you independent artist or upcoming artist, and this is a scripture from Music Game, I think I want to say from YouTube. So basically, the first thing they do talk about is never let people know how much money you got. That could play a big role in so many things. I'm not for sure why they would say that, but I don't know if they mean it as far as like streams or what you sign into. Audio dope is not for you. I'm not too familiar on audio dope. It's not for you. I really don't get what that means. Dealers are not your friends. That can mean like if you say for instance if you got an album in your store or something like that, or you release an album. I don't get why they would say dealers are not your friends. Or fans are not your friends. That's a good question. Fans are not your friends. That could play a role in so many things depending on if you just want to use them as like a supporter more than just basically trying to build a personal relationship. I would just say it like that. That would be my honest opinion on why they would say that. Never do business at your home studio. Never do business at your home studio. That could play a big role. That could play a big role depending on if you got clients that you normally deal with. If you're an audio engineer, and you personally know them, and they're trustworthy, to come to your home, then I would suggest that. But at the same time, I get why they said never do business at your home. Second question: a blood family is not the same as a friend organization. Blood family is not the same as a family organization. I'm not too familiar on where they would go with that type of question. Yeah, I would have to pass on that one. Yeah, and another question I'll pass on that one. Get statuses on spots. Get statuses on spots as far as like having somebody promote what you're trying to do. Get them to play your music on a playlist. I would want to say. That's the reason why they would ask a question like that. Control your own money. Control your own money could it could basically just play in so many ways. Like as far as like the industry, it could mean like controlling your masters, your royalties, publishings. Depending on what company you normally would go with. I would suggest that mainly just being more focused on your masters and your publishings and stuff like that. So I would highly recommend that. Save as much as you can. Yeah, that's a good question. You should save as much as you can because I don't believe like a lot of artists get 401ks. I'm not familiar with that, but yeah, you definitely want to have a second goal plan if you're into music and stuff like that. I would suggest investing in certain things because we all know, hey, you can't sing and do music forever. So I would highly adjust if your music is taking off. Yeah, you would probably would want to save a little money for that. So yeah, that's a good question. Location matters. Yes, location do matters. The reason why I say that because it really varies on the type of music that you're doing. Like, say for instance, if you're doing like country music, I would highly recommend like Nashville or something like that. Or um, if you're more into like the hip hop scene, I would recommend like New York or Atlanta or California. So yeah, location do matter. I do agree on that. I definitely agree on that one. Never let nobody front in discover mode. Front in discover mode. That's a good question too. I'm not too familiar with that as far as like somebody saying that they discovered you or something like that. I mean, my opinion on that is when you're dealing with A&Rs, I mean that's pretty much what they do is they go out and they look for talent. So I mean that could play hand to hand, depending on who's trying to discover you, or who's trying to bring you to the industry. So that was a good question. Get the money as cheap as you can get it. Get the money as cheap as you can get it. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Always have a personal exit strategy. Yeah, I could explain that. Plan B, if something don't work out. Always have a different strategy. Don't never feel like discouraged. Like if you just honestly feel like it's not going for you, I would highly recommend just having a different type of field on certain situations like that. Never, me personally, just never give up. Like treat it like a passion. Like don't I wouldn't necessarily just go for it. Like wow, I'm just trying to get into this, get into the music or whatever, for fame or money. I would really, if you're just beginner, I would treat it like a hobby and maybe have like another part-time job or something like that. Like just don't just don't give up. Just treat it like a hobby to things start really just taking off. Can you survive on streams? I'm not too for sure about that. I know certain stream companies do pay. It just varies on certain situations. I'm not too familiar. I will, coming up real soon, I will be doing a topic on what streaming platforms do pay the most on my next upcoming show. So I will be doing that. As far as like streams and stuff like that. I know one good distribution company I will highly recommend is TuneCore. Look into that. I'm not too familiar with DistroKid, so we could just go from there. And like I said, this is SIM Learning Music Program, and on the next episode, I will be talking about streaming platforms and what good streaming platforms you should go to. But me personally, I look at it like this. If you're just a beginner, I'm still checking into like websites. I remember back in the day, like when I was DJing, basically what we would do to get our music out there, we would just basically give a copy of a demo or something that we doing, or come up with a flyer or something like that, just where it's giving all your website information out. It's not mainly so as far as like hey, how could I say this? Like, for a person that's a new beginner that's trying to learn music, you're not gonna really convince a fan or whatever they want to say to like into what you're trying to do. Is mainly trying to get that fan to listen to what you're trying to do, and then convince that fan that they should support your music, or have like an event where it's mainly free to gain fans. I don't believe that you should start a strategy where you're trying to convince them